All right, so we just finished having a wonderful experience with the children, so excuse my sweat. But can you tell one more time, because this ain't about Democrat and Republican and all this stuff about race and everything. What is this about, ma'am?
It's about the kids and our future, and remove it's not, so you can hear my message. The kids need to be exposed to all of this because they're the future, and they need to see this, because otherwise there are a lot of kids who don't have the opportunity to hear or see things that will build them into great citizens for the future.
Amen, amen.
Amen.
And that is what this country is all about.
That is
God
correct.
bless you. God bless America. Let's go get them.
Yes.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And so my name is Kim Bath, and I'm the music teacher here. I don't know what you covered before I walked in, but I was raised in New York City from age 5. Born in San Francisco, but my bullying when I first got to Brooklyn was that my mother is Caribbean I prefer to stand.
Okay.
My mother is Caribbean.
Yes, ma'am.
And my father is African American with Native all mixed up. And so I always, because I was raised with my mother's people, always had an accent. So people always thought I was, West Indian. And so they would tease me, call me coconut. But it depended on what part of Brooklyn you were from, because New York is pretty much a melting pot. So then when I moved to Flatbush, I was okay because I was raised with Jamaican people, Trinidadian people. But that first part of my life, I felt like I always had to, like, from age 5 to about 10, I always had to, I'm an American, like really stand up and prove myself to be American. And that, I don't think that's something, because they say, all black people are the same, but I think that that's something that kind of gets shoved under the rug, like when you're, like with me, a first generation American, that, people don't really talk about it's almost like a persecution that you go through. They'll be saying stuff like, oh, well, your family came and took our jobs, and all kinds of stuff that I had to, endure. So I don't know because I know you're also Caribbean background, if you had any of that, but that's been pretty much my experience. Okay,
and I want to respond to that. First, y'all give her a hand. First of all, I heard you messing with that dance move. I heard that. Okay, but I do want to speak on that point, because you were talking about it didn't even matter what your skin color was, because this was quote unquote black on black, discrimination because
and we had some Puerto Ricans.
And Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Okay, but the fact of the matter is, you said, I'm an American.
Right.
Okay, and you was proud of that.
Right.
And see, and I really want you guys to really hear and understand this single point. To be an American is not about this right here. Because this skin right here is so thin that a piece of paper can cut it. Have y'all ever had a paper cut?
Yeah.
Okay, it's so thin, it's so unimportant. But I want you to hear what she was saying. She's proud to be in this country. She's proud to be an American and part of this culture, the bigger, grander culture of what America is. Okay? And that is the spirit of what we was talking about when he was laying on the ground and you picked him up. When Mr. D was choking and y'all came to help him. And when people helped me when I was homeless and sleeping on the street and they picked me up, they didn't care. She is embraced not because of what her skin color is, but because of who she is and her character. So I want y'all one more time, y'all need to give her one more round of hand and respect. One more hand.
And one more thing, and like you, I had to prove myself in the arts. So that was what really built my self-esteem. So I was in a bunch of clubs in high school, and once I left high school, I was good, because then prepared me for college and all that stuff. So I always tell my students, just be good at whatever it is your passion is, and follow your passion, because you never know where it's going to take you.
Amen. Thank you.
That don't matter who you are.
This what it is, right?
That sounds like it hurt.
That's what it is.
I would take a bullet for this man.
And I would take a bullet for him as well. I would die for this man. That's how important, and this how much his life matters to me. And it don't matter about skin color. It don't matter about where we come from. It's about where we at right now and who we are. This my brother. Y'all can clap for that right now. And let's stand up
All right, everybody give YG a big hand of